Have you ever had that one moment as a parent where you realize that your child is actually teaching you something? This happened with me recently. We shifted to Thane. New house, new school, new routine, new environment. And one of my biggest challenge was finding a tutor. Now, before you judge me, this video isn't about if a 6-year-old needs tuitions. In fact, the reason why I wanted a tutor is because I never wanted my kid to associate me with studies. As a working mom, I hardly get a few hours with him, and I really don't want to utilize that behind studies, perfection, correction, pressure, stress. Finish your homework, sit properly, concentrate. I want him to remember his mother as somebody he laughed with, he enjoyed his life thoroughly with. So yes, I started searching for tutors. So the first tutor I met was in my society. So before we spoke about studies, I wanted her to understand more about my kid because she should know what kind of a child she's going to teach. So I told her Rudransh is a very compassionate child. He's very empathetic. He's that old school guy who would want to make handmade greeting cards for the teacher, who would want to take her flowers from the garden every single day. So I told her about this, not so that she praises me for the upbringing, but then I really wanted to tell her how the child is. But while I was talking to her, I could almost feel that she is not interested. She kept on telling me about the scores her students are scoring, the way she gets output out of a child, and that was not in my priority list then because he's just 6 years old. I ignored my feeling because I had limited options. I decided to send him to her. He went there for 2 days. The second day she called me up. She wanted to speak to me, so I went to pick up my kid. The moment I went inside the house, she had a big list of things what my kid doesn't know. And the hardest part about it is she was sharing his feedback in front of him. I am not sure how you would have felt as a mother if this would have happened to you, but it made me sad. I acknowledged what she said. I took my child home. I didn't correct him. I didn't scold him. I didn't even ask him about the teacher. Once we reached home, I just asked him if he can let me know what questions were asked. He told me about the questions, but he was upset about it. So I didn't want to nag him. I decided to close this chapter right there. I reached out to the teacher and apologized as I was not going to send him again to her. And the hunt started again. I got another teacher in the society again. I sent him to her and she had a big list of test questions ready and she wanted him to answer all the questions. I left him there for an hour. When I went back to pick him up, she did the same thing. She told me he doesn't know things. He is not answering a single question in the question sheet. And this time, I really didn't understand what to do. I took him back home. I asked him to give me all the questions again. And this time, I tweaked these questions. After 2 days, I asked him to answer a set of questions which were very similar to what were given by the second teacher. And guess what? He was able to answer every single question. And that is when I exactly knew maybe he isn't the problem. So I called his old tutor based out of Dombivli and I explained her the entire scenario. She listened to me patiently and she had just one question to ask me. Were the teachers warm enough to hold him? That's it. One sentence was enough to hit me hard. I stopped thinking that I need a better teacher. My agenda shifted to I need somebody who can hold him emotionally, make him feel safe. And then something unbelievable happened. I was trying to search tutors, home tutors in Thane on Google, Instagram, every possible website, Facebook, etc. And suddenly the algorithms started showing me reels related to tutors. One reel caught my attention, not because the teacher was teaching in it. I simply saw that teacher playing with the kids and they were loving to be around her, laughing, celebrating, connecting with her. There was no single reel of what she teaches. It was just pure fun. I felt warm through the screen and I messaged her. She agreed to be his home tutor and she visited us. Today it's been a month. Rudransh is doing beautifully good in his academics. School has become easier, learning has become joyful. But do you realize this story isn't really about finding the right tutor? It's about something much bigger. I realized something that day. My son wasn't choosing the easiest teacher. He was choosing the safest relationship. And because I trusted him instead of labeling him, I could help him find her. He never had to believe he's not good enough. I believed him before I believed those labels. I chose curiosity before judgment. And then something clicked. This 6-year-old was able to choose a safe place. Then tell me something. What happens when these kids become teenagers, adults, parents themselves? When they have to choose friends, partners, office colleagues they can trust on, business partners. Maybe the people they choose aren't random because the relationships, the people they choose feel familiar. If being criticized feels familiar, criticism starts feeling like love. If proving yourself feels familiar, the child will only attract relationships that make them keep giving. But if home teaches them my feelings matter, I deserve respect, I deserve love, I deserve warmth, then one day when somebody mistreats them, disrespects them, they will choose to honor themselves. Their heart will quietly say, this doesn't feel like home, and they will walk away.